toilet. Now, back to our show.
Fuck yeah. Jim Breuer in studio.
Oh my God, Jimmy looks ridiculous. Thanks, Jim.
He's losing weight. He's still not happy, though.
No, I'm happy.
He was pitching something earlier.
You know what?
Looking at me.
Helmet.
Yeah. I got some I want to lose, and I'm like, can I not lose this last
There's
bit?
always going to be something you're going to pinch.
Yeah, but I want to lose. There's enough here where I can look at it and go, nah, I need to really...
Lipo. Do the lipo suction.
No.
I don't know if I want to do that
shit
though.
out.
I don't know if I want to do that.
You know what, too? Like, the way Jimmy looks, you get a different confidence when you look like that.
yeah.
He's got a swagger. You got a man face now.
That scares me.
He's got a man face.
I wanna be
He
a
almost
boy,
has a
Jim.
jawline.
Yeah.
Almost.
He had a little baby face.
Little chiseled in the look, man.
Yeah.
I want to be a boy.
We already are, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you, Hammer.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice.
I just caught up with Jim Breuer. He's got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
His parents are still doing well.
My father's 90.
90.
Thinks he lives in Florida. He lives in my house. Thinks it's 1947.
Oh, shit.
And he thinks he's in Florida.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's
great.
funny. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
So he's good.
See, dementia can't be that bad.
Well,
if you could turn it into living in a very cool year,
Right.
and in a state you like,
Right. He'll tell you anything about the war.
right?
Tell you anything about the war and the time he went to a whorehouse. He'll tell you anything about that. But yesterday and whose kids are,
Oh, yeah.
he's not really sure about that.
Oh, man.
Does he have a hard time with the tech? Does the technology, like if you show him an iPad, does he realize like, wow,
he
this-
doesn't know what the hell that is.
No, but if you show him that, does he go like, wow, this couldn't be 1947, or is there any?
No, not even.
But the brain is weird. Like he remembers everything from the war, and that's
Yes.
probably completely accurate too.
Oh, he's dead accurate. And then he woke up. There was a stretch where he woke up, and,
Yeah.
and I videotaped it. I put it on
shit.
Facebook a couple weeks ago where he thought he was he said, I don't know. He wakes up because she's in the hospital bed, and you go there, good morning, Dad. He's like, I'm in the movies.
Holy shit!
You're in the movies. Who you in the movie with?
No.
He goes, Shirley Temple. I said, you're kidding. Where are you filming this week? Because yeah, Atlantic City. So what are you filming? He goes, I can't tell you. It's a secret. It's all right. How much they paid you? $800. All right.
What
Sounds
the
good.
fuck?
I hope I'm in that
Right.
fucking world.
Your
man.
outlook,
Yeah.
Your outlook's great on it though. Do you ever get bummed out or depressed?
No, I
by
really
this?
don't.
You're-
No, he's 90.
Good for you,
It's already every day's.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking.
It's not like he's gonna protect me from a bunch of bullies. Like those days are over. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
he's gonna give me advice about anything. It's over. Who cares?
Wow.
It's like having an awesome 2-year-old kid hanging out.
Right.
Holy
And
shit.
how's your mom? How's your mom?
Oh, much better. That's another epic. We had a couple epics on here.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you. Are you filming your dad? Like you talked about your documentary or whatever?
No, because it's real. I started to, and it's more depressing now. So it's more of. I mean, if you want to hear it, it's more a lot of cleaning.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
And their ass is literally his ass is like an elephant ass. So you have to like spread it. I mean, it's just layers of old skin.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. It's just like here I am. I'm gonna be cleaning my dad with the hose. So it's not really like the other one. He was alert and I could bust his balls and all that. Where here he's not really.
That's different.
He just says yeah a lot. Yeah.
Are the conversations worth filming? Like not that part, but like, is there anything in that would be uplifting or helpful to people? Because I think that's fascinating. The shit that you
The
heard.
documentary was great.
Yeah, no. It was, and I think I got pretty much everything I could have got. Where and I keep hearing you over and over. You know, start filming them again. Start filming them again. Or and I really don't know, Jim. If there's
nothing there.
if there's enough there, what you would see is just
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm getting him out of bed. And then the only thing he remembers is, what happened in 1945? I went in the Japanese and I shipped out of Seattle. And then I had to leave for 2 weeks in Australia. Oh my God, I got a cat house, got crabs. And that's the most, the most entertaining thing he'll do.
Yeah.
and it's hard to capture, is people come up to him, like on Thanksgiving, and they want to talk to him. They sit down like, hey, James, this guy? This guy said he's working at the, I'm working Statue of Liberty, you know? It's about America and blah, blah, blah. And he kind of lured him in. And he goes, I don't give a shit.
See, that would
my
be funny.
God.
But they're so far and few.
Right.
I'd have to have a camera on him 24/7.
But also the contrast between what you filmed already that was in the documentary and what's going on now could be.
It could
Obviously, it'd be depressing, but kind of.
I think it's helpful.
of
People don't
interest.
know what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
You seem to be handling it better than most, which is kind of what I'm saying. Like you seem to be doing a dignified, great job with it and saying, hey, this is what it is and this is how you deal with it. And that's pretty impressive, man.
I learned it from watching elephants. National Geographic.
Elephants.
Elephant.
The old elephant lags behind. If the lions don't get him, the other ones push him along. And
Yeah.
shit just drips down his leg, and they stick him in a mud hole, and that's it. They move along, and then they're dead.
Is he still happy in his own way?
Yeah, as long as they're eating,
Right.
as long as they want to eat, he'll wake up every day and go, I'm hungry.
Are there times you feed him certain things knowing that you have to take care of it on the other end?
Yeah, no.
Like,
Oh,
no,
my
like
God,
Thanksgiving
really?
chicken wings or.
No, Thanksgiving, I had a huge fight with my wife because she said you got to give him fruit. Because I have a nurse that helps out. Nurse wasn't there Thanksgiving, so I take him all day, no problem. It's 30 people over the house. And she's like, he eats fruit every morning, so I'm not giving him fruit. So why you gotta give him? I said I'm not giving him fruit because when we give fruit, 2 hours later it's splat. I'm not cleaning that up today.
Oh God.
I want to enjoy my. I want to enjoy
my God. Yeah.
my stuffing. I want to enjoy some nice gravy, and I don't want
Mashed
this.
potatoes.
Gets in your fingernails.
Oh my.
Why don't you put gloves on?
I do put gloves on. I do. All the way up to my freaking my elbow. I got gloves.
Man.
But yeah. If I have them, it's a very strict diet.
See, cleaning up after my kids is starting to get rough because it's starting to smell like real shit.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't imagine doing it with a fucking
No,
parent.
wait till they're $1.80. $1.80 eating celery and meat and eggs, just pouncing on.
shit.
Then they're in that. Then they're in the old tubes.
Right.
Half of them are already. They've got dead meat in there for 30 years. Then comes
So
out.
you're
and
scraping some of that off the walls
right,
before
and
it comes out.
He doesn't go very solid. It's like bad elephant.
Yeah.
It's
Amazing.
So wait, will he get out of bed to eat or is he in bed all the time?
Oh no, we got to get him. We get him out of bed, but we got to.
Can he walk around on his own and stuff?
No.
No walkers or
No, as
anything?
a matter of fact, on a walker for about
5 feet?
Yeah, maybe 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
And then it's all wheelchair.
Right.
And then there's a little staircase, 5 stairs. I got to get him up and down.
How? How do you do that?
He grab his ass and you grab one of his under his shoulders
And
and
you just kind of push him upwards.
and then the other tricky thing is when they're older too, they take this medicine. So if you squeeze too hard,
Oh man.
you literally rip their skin open.
Yeah.
Like literally just
I totally know that.
gorges open. So you got to be careful the way you
The skin is
grab
ridiculously
him.
paper thin and very,
Yeah.
that
weird.
happened to my mom.
It's really weird. So
Does he ever make the bathroom on his own or no? Like, he just can't tell when he has to go, or once in a while can he sense it?
you got to sit him down like a kid. You got to sit or like a dog. You got to let him out. So what I'll do is.
Wow.
Do you have a schedule figured out?
Yeah.
So you kind of know, like, all right, it's coming soon. So
absolutely.
instead of having him make it in his pants, I'll hopefully get to a toilet. Gotcha.
Yes. What you do is in the morning, he has cereal, bananas, then he gets fruit, then he gets toast, then he gets cookies, and then coffee. Then we walk him like 3 times around the island. Wow. He walks around the little kitchen island doing his little dance. He stares out the window and he shakes his head. And then it's like, all right, let's go downstairs and sit on the toilet. And then he sits on the toilet and just like a kid, you go, did you go? He goes, no. Did you go yet? No, but you just got to wait for the smell. Like, oh, all right. And then that's another thing. If you really want to hear it, he's too, he don't, like a real guy, he can't tuck your donkey in. You know, when you sit down, you tuck your dick down.
Right.
And you sit, he's not capable of doing that. So I have to pad around his dick because when he's crapping, he's peeing all over.
Oh shit.
So I gotta put pads all over the floor and all over like literally tape it around his his sack and his legs because it's more cleaning.
Oh, my God.
And
Why
then,
don't you get a bidet? We'll get one of those Japanese toilets with a bidet so you don't have to wipe
amazing.
him when he's on the
Jesus.
toilet. A bidet would do
I'm
a
sure
great
you
job.
still got to wipe no matter what.
is a-
There's too many crevices, like you were saying.
It's like
Yeah.
elephant skin. And when they, if you want to hear it, he gets like a callus on his butt cheeks when they get older because they're sit down so much. So they have like this, you have to constantly put cream in. Lily, when I go to the bathroom, as he sits, I have to spread his cheeks apart so there's a nice clear path. Otherwise, if you just sit him down, then
It's a whole thing, yeah.
It'll get
it's a
smeary.
whole-
It'll be smearing all over.
What a
Gloves
good
and,
son, though. He's a good son.
He's amazing.
you know,
And his outlook on the whole thing's amazing.
Yeah.
I really have no problem. with the
Saintly.
outlet. Yeah. No, I make my kids watch
Wow.
it. I want to make sure they're in line to take care of me like that.
Exactly.
Okay. And how about
But,
mom?
I mean, mom lives an independent living, which I think on this show is when the day she went in there.
Oh, right.
Remember we called and you guys were,
I didn't feel good about that one.
dude, people
Did I
were
help you?
weirded out by
Did we
that
help
one.
you?
Yeah, you know what really helped?
I didn't feel good about that
I'll
one.
tell you what made me feel good about that day.
All right.
Somebody called in and said, while we were doing this whole thing, you guys pretending you're therapists and all that, someone called in and said, your mom has abandonment issues, and this is very normal. They get angry, they can get violent, and it made a lot of sense because her first husband was killed in World War II a month before he was supposed to come home while she had his baby. Then her father died a year and a half later, and then her other uncle, who was very close, died. And then, so yeah, she's always had these. She always resorts to like, oh, my father, my first husband, and she would beat my dad, not like slapping around, but my father would like watching war movies growing up, and she'd be like, "I'm not shit on.
Yeah.
My husband's dead." She would sit there drinking. She would sit there. He's sitting there, dun, 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 and she's in the other room. I'll be home for Christmas. Goddamn Nazi son of a bitch. So, yeah, it was.
And your dad was never aware that maybe the war movies was not a good idea?
Well,
he
that's
should
all
have.
he-
He should have like switched
all-
to westerns or something.
That's all he knew.
Right.
That's all he knew.
And that was her.
Wow.
Plus, it
that's
was
what
his
made
life,
her-
too, right? He was
Right,
there. Yeah.
it's his life. I mean,
But that's what
you
got
knew
her
what you
going.
were getting
though.
into. You had that drunken conversation one night before you slept with one another. I was in World War II. My husband was dead. Oh, great. Let's do this. Let's pop out a kid.
Right.
I mean, you know what you're investing in. So it's not like she knew what she was getting.
How old is she now?
87.
God, I missed the old days. She would come in with your sister at NEW, and she'd be a trip.
My mother's funny still.
She's
She's really
hilarious.
funny. She's a rip. She's much better where she's at. She's a different person.
yeah?
Is she happy?
She's back to the NEW days.
Really? She happy over
Rich,
there?
She's a wise at. Yeah, she's very happy.
Good.
Do they
She's got
miss
a lot
each
of
other?
friends there. You know what? He doesn't miss her. But, and I don't know if he even knows her, but when she comes over now, she has, she sits with him the whole time.
Oh, they do sit
Oh,
together.
okay.
She'll sit with him the whole time. And she won't
Wow.
ask. But whenever she pays for his care, I pay for her rent where she lives, and she pays for him. And, whenever this paycheck time is like, the nurse gets a lot of money for doing it. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, listen, take it down a level. If you were in a nursing home, it'd be 10 times the amount. This woman's a
Yeah.
godsend. So,
Yeah, they
Don't
take
worry
care
about
of our elderly.
yes,
If you find a good place, they're all right, man.
it's very hard.
Yeah,
How'd you know where to send your mother? That's scary.
You got to do some research because there are the places out there where they pick up some horrific things with the nanny cam.
Oh, God, really?
Yanking them out of bed.
The best places, honestly, are private care.
Right.
They're going to cost more money, but you got to think.
Yeah.
You got to think like in the private school mentality. If you go to a state-run nursing home,
Oh, forget
Oh, boy.
let me tell you something too. I would have I'd have In-N-Out, Walmart, trampling clientele showing up to take care of my father, and they were a disaster. They'd be on they'd sit him on the toilet for 3 hours. I had to get cameras. They'd let him lay in bed and his piss for a while.
Wow. Oh.
They'd show up at the house with an attitude like, yeah, I gotta take care. So you got to go through a lot, and if you start going to state-run places and run by the government funded, those workers don't care. 90% of them are horrible.
So when you say private, do you mean home care or
Yes.
okay.
Like a home care nursing home or home care independent living. You may pay more.
It's worth it in the end because you know they're being taken care of.
Well, they're private, so they depend on your money.
Right.
They're not depending on the state. They're not depending on.
They can't have a situation go down in their place.
Correct.
Is what you're saying.
We're gonna, we take you under.
Because that would really fuck up the money coming in.
That's right.
People would yank their parents out of there.
Right.
What's the price difference between a state-run one and a private one?
My God.
Just generalized.
Night and day. There's so many people that are probably listening right now that can't afford the private care.
Right.
So they'd have to do the state.
They're both. I don't think you're going to find either or for less than $5,000 a month.
Yeah, that's about what we're paying for my mom.
It's probably $5,000 a month. All
we're
right.
doing about $5,000 a month.
My mom's 3 and 3 for independent living. So basically, she's living in an apartment on her own, and she gets a meal here and there.
Wait, but it's in a home, right?
Yes.
It's one of those places, but the door is all dressed up like it could possibly be her. Her real home.
That's cool.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you go in the apartment. It's like, oh wow, and she lives by herself. There's no one in there. But there's a front desk lady, and there's
we went from that to the next stage. Where
and then there's
she's got to be watched at.
Then
watched a little more.
The lurking building, 100 yards away. That's where they
send you.
You
eventually.
can't be independent anymore. You're going down the hill.
Yeah.
That's the
down the hill.
Down the hill you
Send
go.
it down the hill.
Where we sit you in the hallway and you just sit there, your head cocked in your lap guard.
God.
Or the bad wing.
The bad wing.
Like that weird part of the high school. Remember Hartfield? That Ann talks about it too. That's strange.
The back hall.
That you never really went down there. You just knew some shit was going on. And I think the lights were dimmer. Everything just drastically changed. It would take that right turn, and it was the other section of the high school.
Teachers you only saw once in a while.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck is that?
Kids,
Who's
you're
that
like,
teacher?
Yeah, exactly.
Teach that guy?
Exactly.
What are they teaching in this hallway over
What
here?
happened to Eddie Gonzalez? He went down there and he never came out.
Never came
But
back.
87 and still independent. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she goes on the field trips and all
She
that.
goes on field trips and dinners and this and that, and she she has her happy hour every Fridays. Happy hours from 4 to 7. And you gotta bring. I mean, they give you 2 glasses of wine. That's something else.
Wow, that's righteous.
Cheese and crackers.
Where's the happy hour? In the place itself?
Yes.
Really?
And she says Lily like they try to hawk extra wine, and it's great.
Is there sex going on?
There has to be.
That's what I'm asking. It has to be, right?
There has to be. There's definitely one creepy guy around. I want to say he's like in his 50s, and he looks like a bizarre late 1970s, 80s bar hag.
Right. I think I work with him.
Classic.
I think that's me.
Oh wow!
But you look at him, and he has the glasses that his eyes are expanded in them,
Right.
and he's always sitting outside with a leather jacket, smoking cigarettes.
The cool guy.
How old? How old do you think he is?
Maybe 60. Where the other ones are clearly
Right.
high 70s and above.
Way over,
So
yeah.
I don't know.
Wait,
if
he's almost too young to be there.
Yeah, it's 55 and over, I think, or 60 and over. But he's very suspect.
Oh, he's a resident. Oh, I thought he was a worker.
Yeah, there's maybe 2 suspect residents where you're like, what's up with that
They're
guy?
trying to get some pussy.
Oh,
You never
God.
know. You
Check
never
in.
know. You never know. He's like, hey, I can still drive.
Right.
I can,
Go out on a date.
I can drive. I can
Yeah.
cook still. I can know how to work the microwave.
Man.
You never know.
So assisted living, you have access to a nurse. Like if you have a button or something you hit if there's a fucking problem.
Yeah, they pretty much leave you alone all day.
That's cool.
Pretty much.
Leave you alone all day.
But they have services right there, like a nurse's area and a little restaurant-y or cafeteria thing.
A common area to hang
and
out
a
in.
place to fucking go watch movies and, you know.
Like what Paulie Gautier's mother in fucking Soprano, in like what the last season. That
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
But it's a real room that looks like it's your home.
Yeah.
It's nothing hospital-y about it.
Right. Unless your mind starts going and
Then you got to go down the hill.
Down the
Where
hill.
the lightning is.
The frightening little trip down the hill.
And that's always the update. Just Cheryl had to go down the hill. Poor thing. My mom does have great...
Does she talk about all the people that are dying?
Dying and certain ones. I don't know if she doesn't take her meds. The lady across the street from her says if you go to her apartment, she has an umbrella over her chair, over her lounge chair.
Oh, no.
Because she says at night they come out of the ceiling.
Oh, well, they'll do that.
And they...
The fuck?
They come out of the ceiling and they're trying to get her, but the umbrella stops them from getting on her.
Yeah.
And what are they?
All right.
Just
not really the people. And they're little people.
Wait, so
all right.
That should be right.
she's got the umbrella inside.
Yes, over her chair because that protects her from the people coming out of the ceiling.
It's got to be a hell of a way to live.
Right?
It bums us out, but I wonder if in your own head that it just all makes sense and it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, right?
I guess so.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
You imagine being scared of fucking people. You imagine thinking that your umbrella is stopping people from attacking you. That's a pretty horrible place.
That is frightening.
I could see if you were convinced that there was pussy on your chair and you kept grabbing it. But being afraid of the little people of the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's far out there.
That's rough.
We might all be there one day, which is really weird.
Fuck yeah.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. So, and then how's the daughters? I'm trying to catch up with Breuer. It's been a while.
They're really good. The next
What are the ages again?
14.
I know you told me off air, but
I'm trying to keep them from dating. 14, 11, and 8. The 8-year-old is 8. 11-year-old is
what does an 8-year-old do? Let's go up the...
Mine is full-blown tomboy. She's bow and arrows, cuts knives.
Wow.
Pocket knives, hangs out with boys. She will not wear chick clothes at all. She's into
That's
rock.
pretty normal at that age, though, right?
Yeah, she's into rock, metal. She wears metal stud plates now.
Really? At 8?
I totally corrupted her.
That is funny.
What kind of music does she like?
She likes AC/DC.
No kidding.
Yeah, she
An
likes
8-year-old.
Yeah,
Wow.
you'd be surprised. The
Good
8-year-old
for her.
AC/DC. And then 11-year-old is, she's, Katy Perry and blah, blah. But the 14-year-old, that's, that's a world that I guess I lived in. They literally only exist in their world. That's it.
Right.
Nothing else exists. And it's a lot, this is minor, but social media is a big problem because she won't get her work done. She'll sit there on a freaking iPad or whatever, like a junkie, and you give it to her, and she's like, "Ah! Stop! Take it away from me!" I go, "What are you doing?" I'm stop chatting. It's really bizarre. And then, and she's constantly showing you, like, Todd, Snapchatted, this funny. All right.
Snapchatting.
It's exciting. This is Lena's Instagram. So we came up with this rule, like, listen, 10 o'clock at night, it's over. Give me that thing. If you don't give it to me, I come in and take it. Okay. Go in there, and she hides it under the bed. So while she's under the bed, you come in at like 10:30. Like, what are you doing? Nothing, sleeping. You open up, and there she is with the Instagram. And you go, give me that. And then they don't go. My wife, this is why I can't have guns in the house, because she would shoot one of them. She really would.
Oh my God.
She's got hormonal. She's a maniac with she goes from 0 to 140, and she takes off the door hinge. And she's like, yeah. So she walks in.
Oh, you taking the door off?
Oh yeah, all the
yeah,
time.
I've had that happen when I was a kid.
All the time.
God.
Doors taken off. Everything's unplugged. She had to sleep in the living room for like a month, this kid. So she goes in there. She's under the covers. Are you on Instagram? No. Pull the covers away. There she is, the thing. And the kid don't get it. Instead of going, all right, sorry. She puts her hand out. She goes, wait, just wait. I'm not, just wait.
Oh, no.
And, you know, well, you don't I'll cut your hair. And I'm like, listen, meatball, think of a bank robber. I come in and, okay, everyone hands up. You don't go, wait, let me finish putting the money in the bag. It's over. You're caught. Put the money down, put your hands in the air,
Right,
put your
you're
face down
done.
on the ground. There is no, hold on a second. Just hold on. I'm not done stealing. So it's.
Oh my God!
You're doing little. I say no.
Yeah, have fun.
No dating. Hey, listen, no dating.
Uh-oh.
I don't care what you say. You no dating. You're 14. Well, so and so. I don't care about so and so.
I wasn't allowed to date in high school. My mom made it a major fucking issue.
No dating. They're too stupid. They're 14. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
She wants a date though, huh?
Yeah. So now I know. I know
Are her
something's
friends
going on at
dating?
school. A couple
That
of
makes
them,
it
yeah.
tough, right?
They start at like 12.
So then you have to deal with that shit.
Yes.
The
You have
peer
to start
pressure of the
weeding
other
friends
kids.
out.
Oh, really?
Yes. This one's out. Just out.
I know this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I hang out with this family? No. Why
it's
can't
over.
It's over. Because, no.
Wow.
Because your kids are out there banging. No. Yeah. The eyeliner's on the face. That's it. It's over. Once the eyeliner starts getting in, that means they're
makeup.
hunting.
They're looking for something.
They're hunting. And they show up. And they show up quick.
Oh, God.
Can your daughter hang out? No.
You've had that?
Can't. No, I honestly haven't.
Oh wow!
But I've seen it with the other
makeup.
kids. I had a New Year's Eve thing last year, 2 years ago, like 12 years old. I left the kids alone for like 15 minutes. And people were sucking face.
Oh, man.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you
Jesus
doing?
Christ.
Now I got to call your parents.
Did you call the parents?
Yeah.
Where'd you go for 15 minutes? They were just waiting for you to
Just
leave.
wait for me to turn the corner. Dry hum and sucking face. What are you doing?
But that's what we all did at parties.
And that's the thing. Like, I do remember it, but even then, I was too scared in someone else's house. I'd rather do it behind a garage or something like that.
Oh, that's funny. Dude.
So I call the parents. I'm like, listen, your 12-year-old sucking face. And
Oh, my
he's got his
God.
hand I just need you to know so you don't think I'm allowing this.
Right.
You want me to pick her up? No, I just maybe should talk to her about condoms and getting banged. I'm just saying, she's with a 15-year-old boy. I'm just
That's
saying.
all you might want to know.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
But they're bummed because they don't want to go get the kid.
And that's it. They don't care. They're just like, oh, man. I got my buzz on. You really got to. All right, I'll see what I can do. I'll get her porno off her thing again.
I would have known fucking.
Oh, dude, the kids cut
Jim's
each
a
other.
cock blocker.
What?
They cut each other.
What do you mean cut?
Girls cut themselves.
Oh, the cutters.
The cutting
Oh,
thing's
my-
becoming big, huh? That wasn't
What
a
is it,
thing when we were
blood
growing up.
bond? Like that?
No, they
No, they're
cut
just cutting.
themselves for attention.
Oh, yeah.
I never heard of that.
We never had this
I
growing
used to
up.
do it.
But we didn't have it growing
Seriously?
up.
When I was drinking, yeah. I was a teenager, 16, 17.
Are you kidding, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm all cut up. Look at me, a fucking mess.
You used to cut yourself?
Oh, yeah, I was a fucking... before emo was popular, I was a little attention douche.
Oh, God.
I was a little emo.
Before emos.
But how did that become popular?
Yeah, like, well, how do you get from... But all right, where did you discover that? You had to see it somewhere. Where do you go,
That's
my
true.
God, I'm going to drink. All right, I'm going to raise it up a level. I'm just going to cut
I'm going to
something
start
on my
cutting
skin.
myself.
I don't remember. I always carry a box cutter, so I thought it made me to protect myself. And
guy.
I just did it when I was drunk. I don't remember the first time.
Was it a turn on in a weird way?
It
Or
felt
like a
sad- not-
adrenaline rush? Or
Yeah, it felt satisfying. Somehow
Really?
satisfying. Yeah.
Wow.
it made everything okay?
Yeah, it just felt like
get
there
it.
was results.
Oh, my God, at your age, I was
How bad were the cut? Well, I
tapping
know-
pillows.
But
This
some
guy's
were pretty
cut
bad.
himself.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
what would you do right after you cut?
It was such an attention
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
If I wanted to be dead, I'd be dead. It was just used to look at all the blood on you and fucking. Sometimes I go to sleep like that. Just wake up with it on me.
All over your sheets and stuff?
Oh, you
yeah,
had,
or on me. Yeah.
you had,
Wow.
all right.
Yeah.
You had some stuff going on.
But
Perhaps.
But my point, we're all perhaps you're just starting to figure that out, Breuer. But we're all within the same age, and like when we were growing up, there wasn't a lot of that. But now it seems like it is a thing.
Yeah.
How did it become a thing?
I have no clue, but it's weird. It's
once
creepy.
it bleeds into the music, I think, and once people can now everything is uploadable, so people can see it
Right.
and see the results of it.
Yes.
Back then, you didn't have that.
Right.
So there's a lot of girls in her school doing this.
Not in her school, but in the area.
In the area.
In the area, it goes on, and your awareness level is heightened on number 4 terrorist alert. Forget terrorism. This is terrorism a whole different. I mean, it's just there's
What's the
so
big
many
level?
things going
Orange?
on.
Was orange the big one, or we went to red?
I think
Sometimes
red.
okay.
All right. Well, I'm
The
in
alert
red.
system. You're in red.
You know, and they're conniving. You gotta. You know how I learned with my daughters? You gotta watch CSI. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
You gotta watch CSI, and you know what the best show ever is? The First 48.
Oh, yeah, I
And
love that one.
When they I love that one. When they interrogate people,
Yep.
You're picking
I
up some
learned
pointers.
Because here's what they'll
Yes.
do. Here's what they'll do. They're always very vague. So the big thing with teenagers and preteens are, can you drop us off at the movie? Oh, most parents go, oh, okay, I'll drop you off the movie. What you don't know is they've already texted, Twittered a whole gang load. And the story is we all meet in the theater. We'll even pay for the ticket. Then the minute they leave, we ditch the place. And we got an hour and a half or 2 hours. Like the Fire movie's phenomenal. It's like 2 hours, 40 minutes. That's like
crazy.
That's a preteen freaking
The Fire movie.
An entire night,
It's
a
like,
night
oh my
out.
God, 2 hours,
Fire
40
movie.
minutes. We can suck face. We
Yeah.
can go behind a dumpster. We can try crank. We can tear this up. And we'll be fine by the time dummies come back. And then they push it out like there's a pizza place next door, so they buy another hour.
Oh, God.
So
Do you hang out in the parking lot? Have you done it?
no, but it doesn't even get that far because it goes like this. It goes, and usually on the road is when she first started. My wife would like, you gotta talk to your daughter. She wants to go to the movie, and she always wants to see a rated R movie. So we go, and she calls me up and see out. Dad, can I go to a movie? What movie you want to see? I want to see, whatever, tit and booby movie. No. Okay, what if we see this movie? So I already know the con job.
Yeah.
Right. They're gonna, of course, pay for that movie and go into the other one if they even go to
Right.
the
All right,
theater.
so this is the game we're going to play.
Well, we did all that.
I know.
That's what makes it weird, I think,
And that's
in
why
my
it's
head.
even funnier because I know it and at the same time.
Right.
So I go, all right. So that was one circumstance, and it was no, just no. I'd rather go in the theater, in our theater, and go watch a movie in there. So now the next time, Dad, can we all, me and my friend are going to see a movie. Okay. Who's your friend? Oh, it's my friend Lisa. Okay, now I know from the past, Lisa definitely hangs out with boys. Are there boys involved? Silence. Maybe. No.
That is yes.
No. The minute they hesitate, it's immediate no.
Yeah.
If they don't know the time of the movie, it's already no. Because they know everything.
Right.
They plan the days and weeks. Okay, the movie's at 5:40. There's a movie at 6:10. If we show up at 5... And
They would know all this, yeah.
Right. So there's always like, you got to probe them. Who's going to the movie? A couple friends. What are the friends' names? And then I go right to the mothers. I need phone numbers of the kids. What? Why do you need phone numbers?
Wow.
And then I go, let me talk to your friend. And Lisa gives me the phone. Lisa, let me talk to your mother. I'll call my mother. No.
Yeah.
Give me the phone number. I call the mother. And we'll do. So, yeah, I'm a pain in the balls.
Good for
Wow,
you, man.
you're
That's a lot of work.
interrogating.
A lot of parents don't want to go through all that.
Well, you get if you
I
got
think you
to,
should,
if you want to
but
be on top of it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
a
when you're
lot.
17, 18, knock yourself out. You're 14.
When did she start becoming just? What am I trying to say? Where she's just
social and boys and
no, just in her own world. When the family didn't matter as much, and you don't matter as much, and it's all about.
probably.
When did you lose them? I guess 12, 13. But then
her probably around 12. So I literally just had to talk to her like I have to put her in volunteer work.
Right.
I have to put her in something where she has an awareness of what others go through. And then and it's partially my fault. I mean, we live in, suburbia,
right,
upper middle class, like waiting online at Disney. There'd be none of that. If we can afford first class, we'd hell be on it. And so there's there's be no sitting in economy for the Brewers.
So she's got no clue.
Right. Yeah. So, she'll be like, why does this one have a small house? Sorry, no. This one has a normal house.
Right.
We have, so I can give you some examples. Here, I'll give you.
You want to sit down? You better sit down.
I'll give you an example of something.
Brewer never sits down.
No.
He sit down.
I'll give you. Is it 8:20 already?
Yeah, you're killing it.
Oh, no.
You're killing it for us. Why?
Darn it.
We got other stuff to talk about.
Well, yeah, but I have
Wait,
this
you gotta go?
whole ridiculous.
Oh, wait, you're not here for the duration today?
No, man. I'm here till like
boo.
8:50, 8:55. I have this whole ridiculous. Jimmy's done this. Where I'm sure
once we even have done
when you sit in the and you got to do like 40 radio stations
one after another.
I got that today and tomorrow.
Immediate tour.
Wait, what are you promoting? We don't even know yet.
A song.
Oh my God, Jim! You sent me that and I forgot. Oh my God, am I an asshole?
It's so good. It's so good.
What song? I swear we don't even know.
It's called Santa Ain't Coming to Town. It's
okay.
It's called Santa Ain't Coming to Town,
and it's pretty much reprimanding your kids.
How about?
And if you don't shape up, guess what? He's not coming. So it's got like a hard rock metal edge, but it's like. Why
don't we play the song now? We'll take a break, and then we could get into the second half of this.
I apologize to Jim. You sent me this and texted me, and I'm fucking sorry, dude. I need this the first. Nah, that's shitty. You're my friend. I should.
And you didn't send it to me at all. You son of a bitch.
It was for the Boneyard. He sent it to me.
Oh.
It was
for the
so how do they get this? iTunes
you go
and all that?
iTunes and all that. And listen, my wife's redoing a lot of things, so if you can iTunes, it'd be great. I had it free in my site for like 3 days, and now it's like on
that.
So
now it's on iTunes.
So even if you don't like the song but you love Brewer, just fucking
download help a brother out. I'm redoing freak. Oh,
all right, we're gonna get into it. Let's play the song. We're gonna take a break, then we're gonna continue with Jim.
Do you have it?
E-Rock said we do. So. I had no idea about it until today.
Fans, all right. It's very rock, very whatever. If you like it, you like it. But it's
exactly.
Oh, Merry Christmas, boys and girls. Now listen, I know we're excited because Santa's coming, but we're going to have to go over our little list first and make sure that everyone's been a good boy and girl. Okay?
Merry Christmas! Yeah, well, I'm checking out all the kiddies' Christmas list. And you know what? I have some issues. Let's review. Listen up. Hey, little guy. How many times has Mom asked you, not once, not twice, but over and over again, clean up all your toys? But you never do you? No. You leave them all over the place. They're in the kitchen, they're in the bathroom, they're outside, they're inside, they're in my bed. Please do as you're told. Otherwise, Santa Claus just might not make it this year. So will you do me that favor? Start cleaning up all your toys and all your clothes while you're at it. Please. Santa Claus! I'm coming to town! Santa Claus! I'm coming to town! Oh, my sweet little girl. Pay attention. Unfold your arms and look at me when I'm talking to you. We discussed no
social media, which means no iPod, no iPad, no computers, or Facebook, or Snapchat, or Instagram. None of it. Do you understand? Until all your schoolwork and all your chores are all done. Otherwise, Santa is gonna skip right by the house. I'm not fooling, young lady, and neither is Santa. Okay? Santa Claus! They coming to town! Santa Claus! They coming to town! Okay, let's tighten up as a family, okay? This Christmas, we're gonna get back to the true meaning, which means spreading joy and using manners, which means please and thank you, and doing things that we're asked to do, and not repeating ourselves over and over to the point where Mom and I have both had it. Okay? Merry Christmas! Coming to town! Santa Claus! Ain't coming to town! Santa Claus! He ain't coming! He ain't coming! Santa Claus! He ain't coming! He ain't coming no more! He ain't coming no more! He ain't coming no more! Listen, or he ain't coming. Deal with it, punks. Merry Christmas.
The Opie and Anthony Show, Sirius XM. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Got Jim Breuer in studio. Make sure you go to iTunes and get that Christmas song, please. Breuer says he needs the money.
And if you missed it, I'll be playing it on my Boneyard show tonight. It was really good, man. I'm not being polite either. It was actually really good.
No, I'm nervous.
Oh, look at you.
Why are you nervous?
Because it's just out of my butt.
Out of your comfort zone?
I'm a little cocky. I like this song. But when I have peers like Jimmy, like when I hit send, it's like, oh God,
it's out
of my
now.
hands now.
That's it. It's done.
He's either gonna go fucking bro, fucking stupid little fucking little retarded little faggy song, and then I didn't hear from him. I'm like, oh fuck,
I feel so
horrible.
We were texting, and the problem was I haven't been on. I pre-taped some Boneyards because I was away. I was in L.A. last week, and so I wasn't on the air that much. And then even seeing you this morning, I didn't remember until you mentioned. I'm like, oh my God, what a dog shit friend I am.
Yeah,
so,
but I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. People send me stuff like, yeah. I mean, you get 40 emails a day and texts, and you're diverted 24/7, and then you go,
I think the song's going to do well. Our audience should go to iTunes and get it for Jim Breuer, please, because his wife's remodeling. Also, really fast, JimBreuer.com, because I see you're all over the fucking place this week. It's unbelievable.
This week, it's like
you're everywhere.
A bunch of different cities.
North Carolina, Atlanta, and a bunch of places in Tennessee. So if you're in any of those areas, go to JimBreuer.com to see where he's going to be, okay?
How are the one-off and comedy club nights, Jim, that you're doing? They're good, right?
Always sold out.
Really?
They're phenomenal. I may even next year tour just during the week. I love being home on the weekends. So to do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and come home like Friday, or a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and like 2 shows on a Friday and come home is phenomenal. And I like going from one city, the next city, the next city, the next city.
Keeps it fresh, right? Instead of
Yeah,
staying
you
in a
don't
hotel
get
for 3
bored.
days.
Not only that, like I hate 2 shows.
You do.
I'm done with it. I'm too old. I don't have the energy.
Done with it.
I don't like doing, even same premises. It drives me nuts. It drives me bonkers.
Right.
And I'm tightening up an hour right now. So it's I'm done. I'm ready to go.
So just before break, you were sitting down. What were we going to discuss?
We were talking about just the attitude. I think we were going into Africa.
Oh, all right. You were done with the daughter?
Is that where we were going? Well, it's part of the daughter thing.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the daughter thing.
Yeah, you went to Africa with James Hetfield.
I mean, it's out there. We were on
went with
Instagram and all that.
How great is that?
And that's when I knew I was safe, because I was very nervous about going into a safari, because we're staying in tents. Staying literally in tents in the middle of nowhere. And
wow, that's cool.
It was cool.
Were you scared?
I was real scared.
Yeah.
Because
you had your whole family?
Yeah. That's why. I would Google every night, people mauled by lions.
You're just prey at that point.
Who's been mauled by safaris? Is there
just more food out there?
Right.
Is there a lot of people getting mauled?
I didn't find any.
So my first question, you're in tents in the bush, basically.
Yes.
So how do they protect you?
Well, this is what they say. They say, listen, you have guns? Yeah, but we're going to sleep way over there. You're not going to have a problem. You're going to hear lion. You're going to hear hyena.
You hear shit.
Oh yeah. Man. This is what you hear. And you're in your tent. Your eyes are bulged like a cartoon, and you don't want to move or make a sound. And the sweat, I literally could slide off my bed because I was sweating so bad. Now, what I was really petrified about was, in the tent next to us was my 8-year-old daughter, and she's staying with 3 other kids. And they tell you, like, listen, don't turn on lights, and don't make like a noise in the middle of the night.
Oh, my God.
Because the animals just think it's a big tent, and then, if you start going, oh, I'm in here, and the curiosity.
It's a TV dinner, right?
Where's your bathroom, by the way? Is there a bathroom in the tent?
There is a bathroom in the tent. However, you have to unzip the back of your tent, and then you're kind of in another section of the tent, and then you got to unzip that, and literally you're sitting on grass, and there is a little bit, it's not like staked down.
Yeah.
A snake, anything could be. So I was doing a lot of hovering. You see ants and big bugs and beetles while you're and all lights are off. So you got to kind of bring a flashlight. All the generators, everything's off at night. So, and the first night he's like, listen, you're going to hear lion and hyena. Just stay in the tent and you're fine. I promise you're fine. But you hear hyenas are eerie. You hear like, ooh. What is that? Ooh. And then and it's all around you, and oh my God, and you freaked out. And then the second night, a freaking hyena went against our tent. You can hear him walking on the mat, and then he scraped against it, and then sat in front of him for a second. It was just complete silence. He got up, walked away, and then I remember D going, "Did you hear that?" Well, yeah, look at her. Just be quiet. And we got out, and there's his footprint in the morning right there. And
holy shit.
And then you ask the guys, and they're like, oh, yeah, he was, they smell the food, and they like come in for the scraps.
By food, you mean
to them, it's normal.
Yeah.
The stupid lions come around. He went to freaking chicken legs.
Can't you get a guy to stand in front of your tent with a gun? Give him some extra?
You probably could, but at the end of the day, they don't really bother.
They don't stay up at night?
No, they go to sleep.
I would assume they would stay up at night and let you guys sleep.
No.
They get a brand new crew in the morning.
They stay up a little bit, but no, they're up all night. Now, the second is the first drive we go on.
Right.
I'll post this. I'll try to post this online. We're videotaping, and there's three cars. In the back car is them, just the adults. Me and my wife, James, his wife. The middle car is the teenagers, preteens. The first car is my 8-year-old and one of his sons, right? His one son. And we come across these elephants, and the elephants are kind of close, a little baby elephant, and you're like, oh my God, we're in Africa. And then they freaking charge. Nope. And I'm videotaping, you just see the camera go kablunk, go straight down. And the thing charges my daughter's car, the 8-year-old, while she's sticking out of the top, hits it.
It's like Jurassic Park.
And drags it.
Holy shit.
About 10 feet. And the whole time I'm just visualizing getting tossed, crushed to death. They jump out of the car, no guns, guys clapping, and you hear him going, come on. I swear my life. I'll send you the video.
Oh, I believe it.
And so then I pick up the camera once he starts running away, and I pick him up, and he shakes his ears, and he kind of gives us like a little F-U with his trunk, and then takes off. And everyone then turns to me, he's like, did you get that video? I went, no, I didn't get a video. I panicked. And I wanted to see what was going to happen to Dean, and my daughter's like, oh, I got it all. And she did, kind of me. I was like, kind of excited.
Wow.
She's got the snapshot of the elephant pushing the car.
Holy shit.
And you see my daughter like looking on like, oh my God, freaking elephant.
Was it a baby elephant that pushed the car? Or
No, it was a full grown, it was one of the teenagers.
So how'd the guy fucking clap his hands and make the elephant go away?
He says they think it's a gun. Now they claim never ever do elephants actually make contact. 20 foot, most of the time they charge and they'll get all the way up to the...
And they do that slide stuff.
And then they do slide stuff, right.
Yeah, their ears go out fucking real wide.
Right.
And it works,
Yeah.
But he goes, this was very unusual that he actually made contact.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be unusual?
Right.
Why wouldn't it be unusual when I'm here?
Of course.
Of course it's unusual.
Why didn't the car drive when the elephant was charging it?
Our cars were off because when we first got there, it spooked them, so we turned the engines off. So you're sitting there and you're taking in the ambiance and the elephant.
Did you complain to the manager?
The manager.
I'd like to see the supervisor, please.
I'll tell you. That's why I love that fucking Disney Jungle Cruise. Nothing unexpected.
God, you just assume they have it all figured out. Like you're intense and they're staying up all night for you. And
no, matter of fact, one of the last nights, it was the greatest thing in the world.
How long, by the way, was your trip?
12 nights.
Wow, okay.
So on one of the last nights, and you're in a different park every other night. One of the last nights, we're all sitting around a fire, and it's before dinner. Before dinner, one of the Zulu guys come to your tent. You got to flash a light. He comes, picks you up with a spear, and he walks you to the fire, which is next to the dinner tent. So you go there, and all of a sudden we hear and he gets a flashlight, and about 30 yards away is a freaking hippo.
Oh shit!
And that's the first time I saw. That's the first time I saw.
Don't look to your right, Jim.
You're right.
Sorry.
That's the first time I saw a safari guide panic a little. He went, okay, everybody stay behind the fire and start slowly backing up and head towards the tent. Please go in the tent. And out of all the animals in all of Africa, hippos
I hear they're
are the most dangerous.
Yeah, they kill more people over there than any other animal.
I didn't know they attack on land. I always thought what are people retarded? You don't know in the water? No, they come up on land to graze. That's like an elephant, and if they see you, they're heading for you, and they snap you right in half with them jaws.
Jesus
so wait,
Christ,
did the hippo see you guys? Of course he did, right?
He did, and at one point, he was sideways, and when we flashed the light, he faced us.
Oh man!
And that's when, and then the other guy picked up, and he stuck the lights in his eyes, and we all went behind the fire. Because the fire is freaking him out.
How primal is that? Hey, we got to protect ourselves with fire.
Do you think you'd be hiding behind a fire from a fucking hippo?
2013.
This is on television.
Right, I was in The Real Survivor. That was The Real Survivor.
No
Do they have guns, the guys? They got to have
They do
gun.
have guns.
Okay,
because we would go on guides, and they would definitely have guns.
I'm sure it's the ultimate
what happened with the
last
hippo?
resort to shoot one of them.
We didn't even know. We went to the dinner tent, and once you're in the tent, he's not gonna bother you. It's just too noisy. There's too many people. It's fire. They don't want to mess with it. Yeah. But it was sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
How big was it?
Awesome. How big was the hippo?
Yeah.
Oh man, he was probably a good 8, 9, probably like 8 feet long. He was a big hippo.
Do they not like being petted?
That's amazing.
I tried my damnedest, but no, he would. If I had pictures, I got to
tell you, everybody thinks that when cavemen finally discovered fire, how to make fire, you always think of the cooking aspect first. It's like, oh, and heat and stuff like that. How fucking great must it have been to go like, wait a minute, everything that tries to eat me is afraid of this shit?
That's right.
It's
That's
like got to be the greatest fucking thing they ever came up on. Like, we'll just put this shit out in front of the cave, and now no fucking things are going to just sneak in and eat our babies tonight.
You're right.
This
You're
had
right.
to be the most amazing thing.
It really was, and Anthony, that's the first time that thought process even went, because the first thing he said was, get behind the fire. I went,
fire.
Oh, yeah, the animals are
I
afraid of
hate
fire.
this shit.
This is great.
Hey, this is great.
Get the fire!
I just
You
walk
know
around
what?
with a torch all day.
There's not an
Frankie.
animal on the face of the earth that has figured out, except for man, how to put that shit out. you know? Like, there's not one other fucking animal that can put that fucking shit out. And even we have trouble. But at least, you know.
You would have...
Oh, it's fucked up, dude.
There was another. We went to this tribe in the middle of the bush, middle of nowhere. There's one night we slept in these tents that weren't even canvas; they were see-through.
Oh,
they were like
God.
mesh tents. So we're sitting there, and there's no big animals, but there's no predators. So they say.
Yeah.
And the mission was to find these guys called the Hazda tribe. They think that maybe they're the original man. I don't know. So they're like our Indians. They're nomads. And we find them, and they take us hunting and show us how to make fire and all this stuff. And, you know, you give them salt, and they're like,
Meanwhile, they're just African actors. That's like our Disney there.
Right?
And that's
you just happened to find them.
And that's all I could keep thinking. I went, now, you know, the safari guide was like, listen, I got these guys coming. The guys in Metallica, and the other guys are playing. I could really use your help here.
Yeah, when they all
salt and a poison dart.
When they all get together, they sound like every cast member from The Wire in real life. They're just like, oh yes, well, we were out there in the bush.
That one guy looked like he was high all the time. I see his kids look just as big as him. They're crazy.
So they took you hunting, though.
Dude,
That's pretty
the
fucked
best
up.
but they separate you, so you're only allowed two a quote warrior. So me and my 8-year-old are following this guy through the freaking middle of nowhere, and I started panicking because you really don't see anyone else, and you're in high grass, and you're going around. And he kept going around these rocks and shooting out, and then he finally came out with a spear through like one of those prairie looking. It looked like a prairie dog.
Yeah.
And the thing's still alive. Like, shit. And my daughter's traumatized. Like, oh my God. And I'm going, oh, it's great. And he took its head and smashed on a rock, and he smashed the thing, and he tied it up to his waist. Like, that's his lunch later. It was pretty fuck. When I put the whole thing together, I'll show you like little highlights of that. It's freaking. That was one of the best when you see him just holding this thing up with an arrow through it. He smashes it and ties it up to his waist.
Like it's no big deal.
All right, let's keep continuing our journey.
Were there any hotels at all? Like when you first got there, or was it right to the bush?
When we landed, our safari guide picked us up, and the first thing I saw was in the middle of the night, we're just on dirt road.
Oh, man.
We were in Tanzania, and you just see people wandering like the street. There's no shoes.
Where are they going?
I'm like, where are they? Some people walk. There was a fish market we went to one day in the middle of the desert. We had to drive like 5 hours in a desert to get from one destination to the other. And people have like a donkey in the desert, and they're walking.
Oh my God.
Like a day and a half, 2 days just to go buy some fish. And the way they keep the fish fresh is they smoke it. So they smoke it right there, and and they do this once a month, and they stack up on like enough fish to get them by. And it's literally living in the middle
What did you
of
eat?
nowhere.
Oh, we ate like kings and queens, I tell you.
Did you?
Brought in the good stuff.
Yeah, no, this guy literally would set up dinner like a 4-star restaurant every night in a tent. It was one day, he surprised us. We were in the middle of the Serengeti, and we wake up one morning, and we didn't have anything, and then all of a sudden, we just stopped, and they have this full-blown freaking buffet set up. So we sit down, and we're eating. It's freaking amazing. And I started backing up because the picture was amazing. So I'm about maybe 50 yards away, and I'm snapping, shot. I got this all on video. And they're going, hey, no, come back. So what is it? You can't wander off. You got to stay in the group. And then we finished breakfast, got in the car, and I don't think we drove 60 yards, and it was a whole pride of lions just hanging out.
Oh, fuck.
Underneath the tree with babies and everything. They were probably just watching us like, if this dope
It goes back any
lingers
further.
any longer.
It's like anybody else watching an ice cream cake back up towards them.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
You weren't worried about like the food or water?
You're getting sick.
I was, but they supplied nothing but bottled water, and the food was unbelievable.
Really?
It was.
What kind of stuff did you eat?
Well, yeah, we had steak. We had chicken. It was like curry chicken. It was.
But did you eat any of that weird shit? Hippo or cheetah?
No. And the guy's the safari guy literally flies to the States and he goes over everything you want to do and everything you want to eat.
Oh, wow.
What kind of wine you want to drink, what kind of alcohol you like.
Damn.
Dude, you would and if you're a hunter,
Yeah, Anthony would love it. There is one element he might not care for.
you won't even have to deal with that, Ant. You won't even have to deal with that.
Hilarious. Fucking Jimmy.
Totally different. Totally different.
I know. I've heard.
Totally different.
Yeah.
There's no music culture there.
No.
If that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, no.
Totally different culture.
What airline did you guys take?
KLM through Amsterdam. 8 hours Amsterdam, 8 hours to Kilimanjaro.
Out of L.A.?
Something like that. No, Jersey. It was unreal, man. It was freaking
awesome.
unreal.
Sounds like a great time.
Dude.
You would like it.
I probably would.
Really like
it. I probably would.
But if you were to do it through the people we went through. I mean, it's literally, you don't have to see nothing. They personally, they wait for you at the airport, get you, brings you to his he brings you to his compound overnight. Now I just watched the freaking movie, what do you call it, with the Django. I'm on the plane, I watched Django. And then I show up at his compound, and you're like, wow, this reminds me a lot of the movie. I mean, it's just like they're waiting for you. He's a white guy.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're waiting for you to pick up your bag. I'm like, I got my bag. Like, no. Where do I go? Oh, my God. Like, all right, take my bag. Not gonna, and you stay in these amazing places. It's pretty awesome.
Wow.
It was awesome. It was really good.
Damn, dude.
It's that time.
I think
That's
you gotta
so fucking
go.
cool.
Brewer's got to go. This sucks.
I love listening to Brewer. There's very few people I've said before that have the gift to be able just to hold everyone's attention for a while. Jim is like, Louis is a guy who can do it, and you. I can't think of many, even comedians, that can be as interesting as just talking about anything.
What does Louis do? Is he resting for a while? What's he doing?
No, he's shooting a show.
He is shooting a show. God, he's freaking brilliant.
Yeah. I was just watching one of his stand-up specials over the weekend. Just threw it on. I had seen it before. His fucking act actually has rewatchability.
Yes.
It's so odd with comics. Like, there's certain comics that you could just watch the whole thing again and it's funny still.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen a lot.
So weird.
And he's made me work real hard.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like, he made me go, oh, that's what you got to do. You just got to keep pumping and pumping and pumping. So I owe a lot to what he's doing.
All right, Brewer.
Thanks for having me, man.
JimBrewer.com for concert dates. He's got the brand new Christmas song that sounded awesome. Go to iTunes and get it. It's called?
Santa Ain't Coming to Town.
Santa Ain't Coming to Town.
Parents reprimand their kids.
And you're flying out today to do the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tomorrow, the Atlanta Punchline. Wednesday, it's Side Splitters in Knoxville, Tennessee. Thursday, Zanies in Nashville. And then Friday, what a week for you. It's the Vaudeville Cafe in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Jim Brewer fucking rules. He's been a great friend of the show for many, many years. We're going to take a break. So,
the great Jim Brewer.
You got to run, though. All right, brother.
I have to be on air at 9:20.
Oh, man.
All right, great seeing you, buddy. We will return.
Take care.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Alright, well that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.